Welcome back to MTFC TV. Joined this time is manager Dave Frecklington. Dave, one of the figures that's currently being quoted by Nantwich Town fans is 450 game minutes without a goal. How are you going to rectify this?
I ain't got a magic wand, unfortunately. Just got to keep working hard. I think again we created some good chances first half. We're literally a millimetre away from scoring today when Willow's put a good ball into the box, and it's just missed Jacko by an inch, millimetres maybe. I thought we didn't work the keeper enough today. We got the ball wide into good areas, and again it's just not falling for us in the final third. So we've gone from scoring a lot of goals. I think again since we've been at the club we've got a plus 15 goal difference. So that tells its own story. We just haven't scored in the last 5 games, and I think if you average the goals out in games played, we're in healthy numbers. So it just stands out more because it's been consecutive games. But again, I believe in these players, and I'm sure it'll turn around sooner or later.
In your head now, your thought process, of course, do you keep faith in what you've got, or will you be forced into market that now? Marcus Marshall in particular, I feel, was a big miss today to the side. We don't know how long he's going to be out for currently. Will that force your hands go back into the market and perhaps add to your side? I
stated in my interview last week that we may be 1 or 2 players short in terms of the squad. But again, I'm not just going to bring players in for the sake of bringing players in. They've got to be better than what we've got. And like I said, this group of players have got us to a certain position in the league. I think we're still 10th. So we're not going to press the panic button. We've again lost 1-0. It's not been a case where we've been absolutely battered. Again, against a team that's 3 points off top. We've had some tough run of fixtures. We've had Gainsborough at home. We've had Buxton away. We've had Scarborough at home. Nantwich today, all got title aspirations. So again, I look at the positives, and again we've played against a team that's challenging for the title, and we've lost 1-0. We beat them away from home 4-1. We ain't far away at all. It's fine margins. We're the wrong side of them fine margins at the moment, and again, we've got to look at the positive side of it. We're competitive. We was in the game until the 95th minute, and it's just not falling for us at the moment. We don't have to pull it to pieces. It's just one of them cases, times where you go through these runs in seasons, and we're in one of them at the moment.
One of the complaints in particular from fans is that they felt the balls played from the full-backs was missing out the midfield a lot. Do you think that's fair criticism, or would you have a rebuttal for that?
Never changed the way I've played since we come in the building. We've always bypassed midfield. We've always got it forward quickly. We've got it into wide air. How many times has Kingy got the ball today? Absolutely, he must have touched the ball more than anybody on the pitch. So, he's our best player, he's one of the best players in the league, and he's had more ball than anybody on the pitch. So, that's why we get forward quickly. Never been a manager that plays through the thirds. Never really will do. It's not the style of play that we have. But Holly and Greg get a lot of ball in their half of the pitch. Just the way we've always played. So, not sure where that's come from.
When you come to the club, we were around bottom of the table. We had that fantastic run, lots of good memories from that, which has seen us now, we've occupied 8th, 9th and 10th. Do you feel this run has been a bit of a reality check? I mean, when you came to the club, I think the mission statement was keep the club in the league. Do you feel expectations are now overly high, or do you expect your players to meet it?
No, I think we've got to be realistic. We've never been anything but realistic. Our form after our first 3 games at the club, was nothing short of miraculous, really. If we'd have won today, I think our average points would have been just under 2 points a game. It's just because we've lost, I think 4 out of 5 maybe. Is it 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6 or whatever it is. And people are going to start asking questions, but we're 10th in the league. I think what we don't want to do is make this run carry on and carry on. We've been on the other side of this run. We went into a position of, I think we'd lost 1 out of 15, and then now at the moment, we're just on the wrong side of a fine margins. We're not going to start ripping it to pieces and start trying to play a different way. These lads work really tirelessly hard. Tuesday and Thursday, they're all winners. They all want to win every game. We want to win every game, but unfortunately, we've got good opposition in Nantwich, in Gainsborough's, in Scarborough's. So no one's going to give us any right side to win a football match. So we've just got to keep working hard, keep believing in what we're doing, and the luck will change.
There's definitely a lot of good sides in this league. I feel you don't turn up on the day, you get beat, and of course Matlock don't have the right to beat anybody, but Going forward now, looking at the games we've got coming up, you've got Baseford, start of February off. How do you raise the lads' confidence? Because I think coming off the pitch, there are a few lads who obviously were very disappointed with the defeat. How, going into Tuesday's training, how would you rev that confidence back up and say, let's carry on looking forward?
Well, look, everyone's disappointed we've lost a football match. It's again, you look at the chances. Ross has made probably 2 really good saves today. I don't think we've really made the keeper work. But again, they're an honest bunch of lads, and getting beat doesn't help anybody's confidence. But we just be positive. We just keep believing in what we're doing, and if we work that little bit harder, the luck will change. It's simple as that. There's no secret to anything apart from, have I looked at the last 3 or 4 games and think we've been outplayed? No. Did we deserve something more from Scarby? Yes. Are we in the games to the last minute? Yes. We're not getting beat 4s, 5s and 6s or getting turned over 2s and 3s. It's fine margins, and again, if we keep working hard and sticking to beliefs, the look will change.
You said in interviews in the past with me that you didn't feel we'd see what you class as a Dave Frecklington team until maybe September, October next year. When you came in, I think there's 18 players that have gone out. A fair few players coming in, so you've not had a settled side, and you've had to, as I put it out of line, while all that was going on, you were tasked with getting results, which you have done. Do you feel now it's a case of carrying on to build, looking into something and then keep building on that, or is it just your attention squarely on what's coming up next?
We're just looking at the next game. Our next game's Baseford on Saturday, and that's all we're doing. Yeah, so we're just focused on the next game. That's all we're doing. We do it every week. Can't get too carried away with ourselves, and then we'll see where that takes us next week.
We've seen Nathan Whitehead come back into the side today after a lengthy layoff with injury. He's been a big miss along with Cleveland Taylor. Is there any? You must be overjoyed firstly having Nathan back. Is there any update on Cleveland's absence? No,
he's struggling with his knee. Don't expect Cleveland to be back anytime soon. Marcus Marshall's going to be a long term. Obviously, Chappell's injuries he's back on the bench today, but looks like he's going to struggle to get to anywhere near full fitness at the moment. Nathan White has just got back from injury. We've had injuries as it's part and parcel of the game, and we've not really had a settled team since we've been here. So we're just looking at the next game and making sure that we get everybody ready and focused, and I've got no doubt that we can get some positive result against Baseford.
If I came to you, Dave, and said, we're at this point now, January 10th in league, when you first took the helm, would you be happy with how things have turned out so far for you and your team?
I think we're happy with, we're never happy losing football matches. Let's get that right. We're in a bit of a losing run at the moment, but we've got to look at where we're at. We're 10th. Lucky teams in and around us aren't really kicked on. So, at the moment, I feel we are where we are. We got ourselves in a great position come turn of the year. 2019's been nothing but a horrendous time for us so far in terms of results. We haven't scored yet, so we've just got to keep believing in what we're doing, and wherever we finish is wherever we finish this year, and take stock and see where we're at. But we've got 13 games left, and we want to try and pick up as many points as we can in the 13 games.
We've not had an issue when it comes to a lack of chances against, for sure. Do you feel it's just a lack of confidence in the forward? Some fans in particular making a bit about that Barron run, or do you think it's just the case of it's one of them runs where you need a goal to come off someone's backside or someone's elbow, and it G's everybody up? Yeah,
I've got no magic wand. I can't answer, tell you who's going to score the next goal, apart from where it's going to come from, who's it going to come off. It's just the case of just keep doing the same things we've always done since we've been here. We've never been, when you've got what we've got in there, you can't keep going on forever not scoring a goal, and you can't keep going on forever not winning a football match. It's just, like I said, it's just working hard. The harder you work, the luckier you get, and sooner or later, I'm sure that'll change.
I feel it's worth noting as well. Towards the start of your reign, we also had a spell where we conceded in the 33rd minute every game, and that's not something that lasted. So football's very changeable, and it's definitely a hard business to be a part of. And I know from getting to know you in particular, you will be gutted about the recent results. But long term, are you enjoying your time at the club?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it at the minute. I'll be honest with you. You know, the results at the minute and not scoring a goal. It's an hard one to take. But yeah, it's a good football club to be at. You know, we want a challenge, and we felt that when we came here it was going to be a challenge, and that hasn't changed. But you know, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and I'm sure sooner or later we'll pick up a win from somewhere.
It's never a case in football when it comes to what's gone on and what's gone on. With the sort of season we've had, it's very much roller coaster like. We've had massive highs, low lows, but it's a lot. Would you say it's a long-term project? So it's not a case of something that's going to change massively overnight.
I don't know. I'm not sure about long-term projects and stuff. You know, ideally we will be judged on results. You know, that's what managers are nowadays. We're judged on results. I'm sure. You know, we're the football club are happy where they are. You know, from being where they are when we came to the club. But listen, we've not done enough over the last 6 or 7 games to. I'm disappointed in the results, but I'm not disappointed in certain aspects of it. You know, we've asked certain players to do certain jobs, and I feel they've done that. We're like I said, I'm on repeat now, but we've been the wrong side of a tight game again today. We lost 1-0. We drew 0-0 last week. We lost 1-0 the last 2 games before that, 2-0 that. So we're not getting opened up at will. It's just very, very fine margins, and that's all I can say on the matter at the minute.
It's definitely not a lack of endeavour either. I feel the players always do give 100% when they're out there. It's just a case of sometimes you need a bit of luck to go your way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's all it is at the moment. It's just, you know, like I said, we've said enough on the fact that we're tight games and the fine margins.
So looking ahead now, you've got another 2 training sessions before we grace Proctor Stadium again for Baseford. We've had a similar start to 2019 as us. Both sides will be looking to kickstart their year. Is that one that you go into now pushing a real confidence-based tactic? Is it a game you're going to look to go for?
We're not going to change anything that we've done. Never will do. You know, we'll work hard on Tuesday, Thursday, set up the way we always set up, and we just got to be a little bit brighter and play on the front foot. It's nothing different than we have done the last 3 or 4 games. Again, we've just come out the wrong side of it, and there's no, like I said, there's no magic wand. Just got to work hard and then see where that takes us on Saturday, and hopefully we can get 3 points.
Is it going to be a case now of all 11 shirts back up for grabs come Saturday, or have you already got that side in mind? You're not going to make any massive changes?
We've only got 14 players, so we can't change 11. We're just working what we've got, and you know, if there's anyone out there that we feel's better, we'll always look to improve it. But I believe in what we've got in the changing room. You don't become a bad team overnight. And again, I say it for the 50th time today. It's fine margins, and we're not far away.
You've definitely as well. It's sticking to that budget with so many players coming and going. You have to stick to a budget, which is why you've had to cut the squad back a bit. It must be difficult to do that as a manager, seeing players that you brought in cut from the side to cut your cost accordingly.
Yeah, we knew that when we came in. We knew that obviously we've got a budget to work to. A lot of contracted players at the club. We've let 18 go. We've tried to address it to how we feel we are. Don't think we're far away. I think at the moment, when we've played all the top teams, played Nantwich away, beaten them, lost at home narrowly 1-0, Scarborough 0-0, Farsley away 3-2, we lost. You know, we've beaten Warrington away, we're in the top 5. So, listen, we've drawn with Buxton away, we're in and around us. We ain't far away at all. We just let ourselves down against teams in and around the bottom half of the table. But again, we've got no given right to, because we're at that time to go and beat them teams. So as a whole, I look at it and I'm really, really positive going forward. We've got so much good things happening at the club. I think the team we've got and the team we're building is capable of beating anyone on any given day. And you know, like I said, we'll work hard Tuesday, Thursday, and see where that takes us Saturday.
Right, we'll finish things out. I'd like to thank Dave, given the weather, how freezing cold it is out here, for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem.
And we'll be back on Saturday. Thank you very much.
Cheers.